Don't punch the mic. It's super expensive. It's Ben again. Subscribe to the channel. On our way to 60 subscribers. You guys like boxing? I like boxing, and that's today's theme for today. I'm going to be drawing boxing stars, boxing champions, boxing fictional characters. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get into it. Alright, so first is Iron Mike Tyson. Why am I drawing Iron Mike Tyson? Well, I was looking at gesture drawings last night, and as you do, I was watching Iron Mike's top 40 knockouts of all time. And I was like, let's just draw boxing. There's plenty of boxers that I like to draw. And Mike, you know, intimidating. I was watching this one HBO show he did where he was live on Broadway. I think it's like called Undisputed, possibly? I don't know. It was a great show. Mike could have slowed down his speaking a wee bit so I could understand him. But, you know, great story of tragedy, triumph, and tribulation. There was plenty of tease there for you. How you guys doing? You having fun? Having a good week? This week's been a lot better. I've been able to go to work. I've been able to draw. I mean, if you call this drawing, you know. Where'd I get these boxing mitts, you might ask? Good question. Well, long before Venom was sponsoring the UFC, I bought these boxing gloves in response to Hajime no Ippo, or as it's called in English, Fighting Spirit. And, you know, that show was so good, I thought I wanted to get into boxing. But as being an adult with undiagnosed ADHD, I just gave up on it. So I bought these like $60 gloves, some wraps, and they just lay around, and every now and then I throw them on for goofs. Got Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao, the legendary fighter. I don't know, honestly, pretty much anything about boxing, except that they throw their fists to hurt people. But Manny Pacquiao is a big name. Could be a big draw to this video. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else fun I did. I don't know. I just figured I should break down these videos a bit better. I drew these yesterday, I think, and it took me like 3 hours or so. I know with the practice, I'm only supposed to be spending like 2 minutes a piece on these drawings, but I have a problem with not finishing drawings, which is pretty prevalent, if that's the right word, on my YouTube. They're all rough drafts, you know. And these are no different, but, you know, at least I'm coloring them in a little bit, trying to get familiar with color. I want to practice finishing my pictures sometimes, you know. Even at the detriment of this training. But, you know, like, you should be drawing more to get better. If you're boxing, you gotta box more. You gotta practice more. If you want to run faster, you gotta run more. You always gotta do more of what you want to do. And that's the shortcut. It's doing the action, you know. Oh, sorry, Manny. Got Rocky Marciano. Was Raging Bull about this fella? I really don't know. I'll throw in a couple swear words because I already got that Smash Bros. KO sound, so I don't know where. I'll just say right there. KO. Rocky Marciano. You guys ever watch just like boxing highlights? When I was watching Tyson stuff, like I'm not the first person to notice this, but he was just disgusting with his power. And this last drawing after Rocky Balboa was inspiring the intro. It's Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. But then there's Rocky. You know, one weird thing I thought about Rocky, and it's not a negative, but it can be. But like, remember in the first one where he's going after Adrian, and she's just really not into it, like, at all. And he's like, come on, come over to my house, so get you nice and drunk. Maybe you could stay over. We could, like, something. She's like, I don't know, Rocky. I don't know you that well. I don't really even like you. And he's like, come on, do it. And then they just sort of manually fall in love. I always thought that was a little, not a little, it was very forced, from my opinion. I don't think it's a bad thing. There's worse ways. And then the main man, Ippo Makanouchi. Leave a comment if you've watched Hajime no Ippo. It is undoubtedly, for me, the only and best sports anime that I've ever found that I was crazy into. Like, this made me buy these gloves. You understand that? It's like on the same type of level as Dragon Ball Z in a way, where there's that episode where Gohan is trying to teach Videl how to fly, and she just doesn't get it. We've all done it if we've seen that episode. We sit crisscross, we feel the power in our gut like Gohan says, and then we should just start floating, but it doesn't happen. At least with Ippo, it's like based in a realistic sport. Obviously, it's an anime, so nothing super realistic. If I remember right, Ippo's fighting style, the peekaboo stance, as you see right there, where his fists are up like this, it's copying Iron Mike Tyson. So I thought, Mike first, Ippo at the end. It ties it all together pretty good. Don't worry, his hair looks better at the end of this. No need to fret. Yeah, Ippo was so freaking good. I never watched the last season. Was it Rising? Or was it Challenger then Rising? Where it shows off Mr. His boxing coach. That guy was a badass in the show. Like, he was chasing or like racing a train. He put a log up against a hill and he punched the log until it impaled the hill. Like, just some bonker stuff that may be based in reality. I have no idea if it's actually based on someone else's training. I know people go pretty crazy in the wild world of sports, so, anything could happen there. 1 minute left. And with that 1 minute, I'd like to just say thank you for stopping by, if you did. I always appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing if you have, and if you haven't, think about it. And show your friends. Show your family. Show the people that don't want to be showed. Annoy them. Tell them about how bad my English and speaking is. And it is my first language, And drawing, it's what I think I'm best at. And, it's okay, right? I'm going to try to work out how I'm going to film on pen and paper for the next video, but I'll see you guys later. I love you forever, and never give up!